Hello, welcome to ONTV's Day 2 of the 16th Annual ONTV Food Drive for Fish. It's a food and fun drive. I'm Ian Locke, Executive Director here at Orion Neighborhood Television, and my guest, Kim, is back from the DDA up in Oxford. It's been 1 year since you have sat on the stage with me and talking about the food drive. What's new with you up in Oxford? What's going on?
Oh my goodness, so many things. It feels like a year and it feels like 5 years and it feels like 2 days. So a lot has gone on. We have new staff in Oxford. So last year was a learning year for us. We spent a lot of time really looking at our processes and procedures, how we were doing things, how we want to do things, and then making changes to try and get there. But it's been a wonderful year. It's been really fun. We're looking forward to 2026, and I'm just really happy that you invited me to come back this year.
Absolutely. I mean, you're kind of a regular here at ONTV, the DDA podcast that you guys do here, and today our theme is community programming. And you take part in the community programming. You have for a number of years. And you know, today we'll talk about your pie, but we're also going to have some live check presentations today. We have a great donation coming in. I'm not going to say who because we want to have it a surprise.
No spoiler
But in about
alerts.
10 minutes, we're going to run out in the lobby and say thank you to a well-known community group and their donation. But why are we here today? We're here to restock the shelves at the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry, which is up on 24, just in, I think, the boundary of Oxford, right?
Just north of the boundary.
Right, and they've been around forever. Again, this is our 16th year, and the Food and Fun Drive, our collection goal is $8,000 cash, and it's, we are creeping towards, I think we're just north of $2,000 so far, and it's working out really well. Our sponsors have been great and really keeping us on task, and without our local businesses, we would never reach our 8,000 goal. So yeah, we're really excited to have our sponsors for today. But let's talk about fish a little bit. Have you been in the building? Have you taken, I mean, all of us who haven't been in yet.
I have not gotten the grand tour. I've peeked in,
Okay, but you've peeked in. We get the grand tour because Joe's in the studio, our studio manager. Hey, Joe, he's getting B-roll. I'm wrecking his newscast. But he's in there all the time getting footage, and we're keeping the community abreast of what's happening at Fish and what's going on. And they've been around for decades. And the great thing about that food pantry is it's like a grocery store. It's set up like you can go shopping with your family. And as you know, like some food pantries, you go in and they have a box, and here, this is what we have, and you get this. But Fish is completely different. You go in and you can go shopping for the needs. I mean, who knows? You have a family, I have a family, and we know what they like and what they don't like. And
some children may be picky, or so I've heard.
Some, I think, all in some way.
Yes, they have their favorites for sure.
Right, but as you know, like Fish, they allow you to go in and shop. They have a cooler. You can get fresh meats, fresh vegetables, fruits, and that sort of thing. But you can also get the staples. And here's a donation we got yesterday from Gloria and Judy, Lake Orion residents who donate to the food drive every year. So we're happy. You can just see we have oatmeals, hearty cereals, and canned proteins, and tuna. Tang. When's the last time we saw Tang? Right? Right? When's the last time you had Tang?
Oh, I think it's been a minute, but I loved that growing
40
up.
years ago? For me, it's probably 40 years ago.
That was my family never had that, but my friend's family had that, so it was a special treat. So that was really cool.
That's true. It was kind of a treat. I remember seeing the ads. But this is the type of thing we're talking about. Box pastas, just lasagna noodles, cereals, and all that good stuff.
Potatoes.
The other elements that you can donate that we share with everybody is you can donate school supplies and toiletry items as well, soaps, shampoos, and all that good stuff. So we all need that sort of thing in our lives. And
every little bit helps.
Right. And I forgot this yesterday. I want to do it early on. If you are in a food emergency and you're watching this, don't hesitate to reach out to Fish immediately. Call the number on your screen, 248-628-3933, or visit oxfordorionfish.org. The Fish staff are there to help you, and you can have assistance tonight.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So a long time ago, they used to fill out an application, have interviews, and their philosophy changed around COVID era when we said, hey, we need assistance now. Why wait a month?
Right.
Let's
Sure.
get the assistance to them.
And especially with this weather, I think, it makes it harder to get to the stores sometimes. It makes it harder to get out of the house. So
Right.
a quicker trip, faster turnaround is
Right.
really beneficial.
Absolutely. And food donations. We were taking physical food donations, just like Gloria and Judy dropped off yesterday. And I do want to thank the Orion Township Board of Trustees. So last night I went there and promoted the food drive like I do every year and said hi to everybody. But they had a great collection of food that they've donated to the food drive. So thank you. And if you'd like to donate food items, you can do so here at ONTV. Want to fill that van at 1349 Joslyn Road. That is the former Orion Center. It's going to be hard for me to say that, but
Yeah.
the big blue building, you can't miss it. And we're trying to fill our van up, but you can donate also online. But if you want to do it in person, like we said, we want to fill our big production van. So come on over to the studio at 1349 Joslyn Road, Lake Orion. And we came in this morning. We got a couple donations last night, which was good. A couple
Nice.
cases of vegetables and some
Wonderful.
other things. And we usually get a good 800, almost 1,000 pounds worth of food in
Yeah.
that truck. It's pretty amazing.
Very.
You know what we were worried about? It freezing.
Well, true. I mean, things are a little hectic right now with the weather.
Right. I don't know what's coming. It was snowing in the door, and we're like
Yeah.
brushing it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty wild. So
Yeah.
let's see. So we talked about our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Let's showcase our sponsors for today. And after the video, we're going to meet outside in the lobby for a check presentation. Of epic proportions. I can't wait
gonna be
to
great.
present this check. So let's take a look at our sponsors for today. Take a look.
All of us at ONTV would like to thank our corporate sponsors for their generous donations. Today's portion of the 2026 ONTV Food Drive is brought to you by Madison Heights Plumbing and Heating Supply, located at 719 East Mandolin Avenue in Madison Heights. The family-owned business has been servicing the Detroit metro area for over 30 years. Madison Heights Plumbing and Heating Supply is supporting the food drive for a 4th year and is a 5-day sponsor. In addition to the ONTV Food Drive, they proudly support other charitable events and organizations, such as Toys for Tots, Bottomless Chest, and St. Jude's Children's Hospital. For more information, give them a call at 248-588-4690 or visit the website madisonheightsplumbingsupply.com. Ohana Wealth Advisory, located in Berkeley, Michigan. Ohana Wealth Advisory is returning as a sponsor for their 4th year, and they are a 5-day sponsor. For more information, you can give them a call at 248-246-8080. Meyer of Lake Orion, located at 1107 South Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. Meyer is a year-round supporter of the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry, collecting food pantry donations through their Simply Give program. They are a 5-day sponsor of the ONTV Food Drive with a charitable $500 contribution. For more information, visit the website meyer.com. North Oakland VFW Post 334, serving the community and fellow veterans. VFW Post 334 has been a devoted supporter of Oxford Orion Fish for several years. They are a 5-day sponsor of the ONTV Food Drive. For more information about North Oakland VFW Post 334, you can visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/VFW334. You can also check out vfw.org. M3 Investments, located at 990 North Main Street in Royal Oak. Having a plan that is designed around your goals and financial situation can help you successfully navigate the risks you are likely to face. Whether you're just starting out, thinking about retirement, or just retired, Christine can help. For more information about M3 Investments, you can give them a call at 248-543-3400. Brinker Veterinary Hospital, located at 975 South Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. The team at Brinker Veterinary Hospital is dedicated to making sure our local pets are happy and healthy. We here at ONTV thank them for their generous donation to the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. For more information, you can check out their website, brinkervet.com. Lake Orion Sunrise Rotary Club. The club meets in the United Methodist Church at 140 East Flint Street in Lake Orion on the first and third Thursday of each month. The Lake Orion Sunrise Rotary Club focuses on helping our community by working with local organizations to help individuals and families in need. They also provide beds to local kids with their program, Beds for Kids. The Rotary Club is a 5-day sponsor of the food drive, helping to stock the shelves at the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. For more information about the Lake Orion Sunrise Rotary Club, you can visit the website portal.clubrunner.ca/3041. Lake Orion Lions Club, serving Lake Orion since 1938. The Lake Orion Lions Club is committed to our community by serving, fundraising, and supporting others. They have been supporting Oxford Orion Fish for many years through donations and other local food drives. This year, the Lions are a 5-day sponsor of the ONTV food drive with another considerate donation to fish. To learn more about the Lake Orion Lions Club, you can check out the website, lakeorionlions.org. Bitter Tom's Distillery, located in downtown Lake Orion at 120 South Broadway, Suite 102. The Modern American Restaurant is a first-time sponsor of the ONTV food drive. Their charitable $400 donation has gotten us one step closer to our final goal. For more information about Bitter Tom's, visit the website bittertomsdistillery.com. Donnie Steele for State Senate, candidate for Michigan's 23rd Senate District. Donnie Steele is a returning sponsor and has gifted $200 to help the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry fill their shelves. For more information, you can check out the website donniesteele.com. LA Dance, located at 116 Premier Drive in Orion Township. The local dance studio provides instruction in the performing arts and works not only to create strong performers, but individuals. LA Dance is a returning supporter of the ONTV food drive. For more information about LA Dance, you can visit the website ladance.us. And the North Oakland Community Coalition, located at 455 East Scripps Road, room 201 in Lake Orion. The NOCC has been supporting both the Lake Orion and Oxford communities by promoting physical and mental health through education and partnerships since 2007. That community support continues with their generous donation of $200 to the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. For more information about the North Oakland Community Coalition, you can check out their website, noccmi.org.
Here in the lobby, the Fish Video, I want to thank once again our sponsors. Without our sponsors, we would have nothing collected. We wouldn't reach our goal of $8,000 we're hoping to reach here. But we're out here in the ONTV lobby here with our PTZ camera and a special guest from the Lions Club, Mike Pikellis. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Doing well. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're
My
going
job
to be.
is to help
We're
with the
going to be
microphone.
juggling microphones, but yes, we'll do that. But yeah, hey, what do we have here?
We have a check for $1,000 for Oxford Orion Fish from the Lake Orion Lions Club.
Awesome. That is so amazing. Applause, applause. It is great. It's really the first time we worked with you on the food drive. You guys do so many things around the community that there's times when here at ONTV you go, well, you're so busy. Why ask the Lions Club? But before we were on the air, you go, why didn't you ask sooner? We should, right? And we all work together, nonprofits, all the service organizations. Tell us about your work with fish and why the food drive.
Well, everybody's got to eat, and we feel that's pretty important. Last fall, when we had the first government shutdown, the SNAP program was in jeopardy or whatever,
Right.
wasn't going to be funded. So the Lions Club stepped up, and we donated $5,000 at
Wow.
that time. And then ONTV contacted us, and we came up with another $1,000 for fish. And we like fish because every penny you give gets spent on food. It's a very efficient organization. So.
Correct, and that's why we've been partnering with them for 16 years. It's we collect on their behalf, 100% goes to them. So, and they're easy to deal with. We know their overhead is low. They collect the donations, and it goes to those who need it.
Exactly.
And there are a lot of organizations out there that kind of take an overhead or salaries are nipped off the top, but
fish, yeah.
that's not the case with fish.
Yeah, fish is great. Those guys work very hard, and they don't get anything. They're kind of like the Lions. We don't get anything for everything we do, so we like fish.
Right. Tell us more about what you got coming up. Lion race is coming up soon?
Lion race is coming up Saturday, April 25th at Boulder Point up there. You
Okay.
can get your tickets online through the Facebook page or our website, lakeorionlions.org.
So if you're
I was
not
gonna say,
familiar
what
with the
is this?
Lions
Tell
race,
me about
what
the
is it? It's
races.
awesome.
All right, so the race is local businesses or individuals can buy a lion, which is like a wooden lion made out of not out of cardboard, but out of plywood. Yep. And we have lanes set up on banquet tables, and we'll have heat races with like 4, actually I think it's 8 lanes wide. Okay. And they're all lined up, and we roll 2 dice, and if that number comes up, if you're in lane 2 and a 2 comes up, you advance 1 spot.
Okay. Oh,
and they race to the end, and there's heats and brackets, and there's gambling involved too.
Okay,
So
so
it's
it's a gambling
It's
opportunity.
a fundraiser.
A
We gotta make sure it's a fundraiser.
that is also fun.
Very fun. It's a good time. Boulder Point does a good job with us. The guys that put it on have done a great job the last few years and stepped it up. It's a lot of fun. So hope everybody comes out and enjoys
Right.
it.
It is a good time. It's exciting. It's more. We have video of it every year, and
Yeah.
it gets kind of wild in there,
Intense, I would
especially
imagine.
when you have
Yeah.
two, you have
If
two
there's
lions coming
rivalries
at it.
going on, I mean, there's racing involved, so there's going to be some rivalries.
Yeah.
If there's
Right.
trash talking, the Lions don't condone that. But it happens. But everybody has a good time.
Right.
It's fun. It's a lot of
Awesome.
fun.
Anything else you'd like to share with the Lions Club coming up besides? Let's your baskets. The
The
holiday
basket
basket
program
is
we just
huge.
finished. It was the weekend before Christmas this year. We did over 200 families. I want to say it was like 229 families and 65 seniors. So a basket is 2 weeks worth of food. So that's a whole lot of food that we dished out, and we organized it and packaged it on Friday, and we delivered it on Saturday.
Right, and if you
volunteers obviously came in and helped us. We didn't do all the work
lots
ourselves.
of volunteers,
Yeah,
and
it's
if
a
you
huge
haven't
community
seen,
program. I don't know if you've been out to see that, but that's
Right.
a pretty cool event.
It is pretty impressive. I mean, very organized, tables and tables, food organizations, packing it up. It's really, really a
What
cool
amazes
event.
me about that is I don't know where these people come from, but they show up every year, and they just show up. It's kind of wild.
Right. It really is impressive.
Yeah.
And the need is there, and the help that you provide, and the service you provide to the community. This is just one small portion of the service you do with the Lions Club here. And Mike, thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for having us.
And we appreciate the Lions Club donating
you.
$1,000 to our goal, 1/8 of our
Hey,
way
hey,
to
yes.
Our goal, which is
That's
awesome.
wonderful.
Right, awesome, especially for a Tuesday.
Yes.
Right now, we're going to toss you over to a fish video, an updated video about what fish is all about, what it looks like inside their facility, and the mission that they have. So take a look at the updated fish video for 26.
So Dr. Jack Brinker opened Brinker Veterinary Hospital in 1985 in this very building. His dad was an orthopedic surgery pioneer for veterinary medicine at Michigan State, and he's been here since then. I purchased the practice in 2022, and hopefully next year we're moving just down the road into a one-level facility with no stairs.
Right. Now, you kept the name is because he had a following here.
I think Brinker Vet's always been a big part of the community. I think it's important to keep that going, and I think our mission here is to be there for everyone in the community, not just to be there for your pet, but be able to donate, be there when you've got questions and concerns, and just be a good small business member of a great little town.
1, 2, 3. Brinker Veterinary Hospital!
I joined the chamber shortly after I bought the clinic, and it was wonderful to just walk in and have all those business owners. Everyone's so supportive. To have everybody show up on a much nicer, sunnier day than we're having these days. It was just really, really supportive and welcoming, because it can be overwhelming taking over something that's been as established as Brinker Vet has, but it was just wonderful for everybody. Their open arms, people were really, really helpful from the business side of it, from the advertising side of it, and just there to lend a helping hand where they could. So on top of your standard vaccines, heartworm tests, blood work, spays, neuters, we do a lot of dental cleanings, mass removals, amputations, enucleations, but really we're here more for education for you, to help you with any questions that you have. We got a lot of new pets, potty training, house training, socialization, and now that a pet's truly a part of your family and they're spending a lot of time other places with you in the car, you know, we got a lot of questions and have a lot of conversations about how to just make it less stressful for you and less stressful for them.
Were you aware of the food pantry when you opened your doors? And if not, how did you become aware of the food?
So I wasn't. I think a lot of people, in this area look at the lakes, look at the pretty stuff, and don't remember that there's people who are really struggling. So I met some people through the chamber for the food pantry, and I think it's just a wonderful way to give back, especially this time of year. Things are really hard for everyone, and I don't take for granted that when people invest in us that we can turn around and invest in others. I spend a lot of time talking to families about what they can afford for their pet, and everybody wants to do the best that we can, and unfortunately vet care isn't cheap, and it's a whole lot more expensive than it used to be, and I listen to people have to make decisions every day about what they can and can't do, and that trickles down to helping your pet, vaccines, surgeries, but then also goes to keeping a roof over your head and keeping food for your family. So unfortunately we see a parallel here in veterinary medicine, so we're happy to give back where we can. We are currently located at the corner of M24 and Clarkston, but in hopefully October we'll be moving right behind the Lake Orion Family Dentistry at 1328 South Lapeer Road, just the other side of the road. We're really excited to update the building a little bit and be able to expand our offerings with no stairs and a much quieter front entrance. A big part of what we want to do is be low stress for people and animals. And though we love this spot, M24 doesn't make it low stress for anybody. Yeah. So the employees are really looking forward to it, and I know the pets will be a lot calmer and happier too.
All right, back here in the studio, live TV. I know I promised a fish video, but we got the Brinker Veterinary Hospital, and their services are great. They are a sponsor once again. Love to highlight them and our sponsors with those specialty videos that we do. And I watched that video yesterday. I just loved it. It was really good. You really get an idea of the organization and how they serve the community and their love for animals. Yeah. Right? There's something about veterinarians that, they're the kind at heart, with the animals and the way they treat.
It takes a special person to do a lot of different jobs, but that one in particular. Right.
And so we're thankful for bringing them on. I think this is our first year with us, so first time sponsor with us. Thank you so much, Brinker.
Brinker.
And while we're doing the check presentation, we noticed the camera's a little blurry. You didn't need your glasses, maybe you did, but it's live TV, so we're doing the best we can, and we promise you a fish video before the bottom of the hour.
Yes.
But what are we talking about today? We're talking about fish in the pantry and the needs there.
Yes, absolutely. So times are tough. We see it, I work for the Oxford DDA. We hear it from our business owners. We've heard it for the last 6 to 9 months that 2025 was tough. Business was down for the most part. We do have some anomalies from different businesses that have, surpassed that. But in general, we're seeing a little bit of lower spend with consumers. Obviously, things can be tough, things can be tight, and that can also happen at home and with food and grocery shopping and toiletries and those types of needs. So something like this is just so welcomed. I know also I've seen within the community weather-wise, there's been some different cancellations, unfortunately, with more like on-site type pickups. So having a location like this where you can go into a warm building in this freezing cold, snowy weather, winter weather we're getting this year, to be able to pick and choose the things that you need for your particular family is just such a blessing.
It is. And on Monday, Matt Pfeiffer, our township treasurer, was in. You know Matt.
I know Matt.
Everybody knows Matt.
We love Matt.
He's, he really works hard on the Forgotten Harvest deliveries on Mondays over at Canterbury Village. And they've had to cancel them because it's too dangerous to be out there, and the food that they're handing out just freeze into a brick, and it's just not viable. So that pushes some of people's collections or the ability to distribute food to those in need. It's difficult.
Absolutely. I have friends that I know that volunteer at different associations, and they've seen lower contributions, lower donations over the last year. It's tough. It's very tough out there. So if you have it within your means to be able to donate either financially, or if you have some extra food in the pantry that maybe your picky kids or your picky spouse or picky roommate doesn't want to eat, I think that would be wonderful to be able to share that.
Right. And how can you donate? perfect
Yeah,
segue into the
segue.
slide. Can you donate? You can donate online at OnTV.org. Just click that food drive logo to get the process started. We have a charity GoFundMe. It used to be a standard GoFundMe, but PayPal and the charity GoFundMe just got started, and it's been really, really nice because they take less fees out.
That's perfect.
Especially us being a nonprofit
Yeah.
and Fish being a nonprofit. We have to be vetted as
Yep.
true 501c3 nonprofits to be able to use the service, and it's been really good. So you can donate online, but you can also drop off your non-perishable food items to 1349 Joslin Road right here at the studio. Right there on the screen, you see the big blue or the big
van.
white van at the big blue building on Joslin Road, formerly the Orion Center. And right now we've got some really good donations overnight, or at the end of our first day, I should say. And it stopped snowing, I think, outside. So get on over here and drop those food donations
Yeah.
off. You can do so until, I think it's 8 p.m. We have the truck out there, and we'll take care of that. But the needs at Fish always change. Like our goal
Yeah.
is to restock the shelves at the pantry. So let's take a look at those needs.
Yeah, so canned goods, as you can see, fruit, pasta, broth, stew, tuna, chicken, things that obviously can last a while, that are nutritious for you and your family, non-perishable. Chili is a good one. Super Bowl's this weekend, so
Right.
that would be good.
And this changes all the time. It
Yeah.
changes annually based on the requests or the needs of the patrons that go into
Yeah.
Fish. And bagged potatoes
Yeah.
and even boxed powder potatoes,
Potatoes, yeah.
are big because those are hearties,
Hearty.
right?
Keeps you warm.
Right, and then like broth, that's a new item that we've seen.
Okay.
But what can you do with broth? Like
Oh
you
my
said, you can
goodness.
make stews, you can
Soups,
and-
right? I mean, you can use it in place of water for so many different things
Right.
to add additional flavor for not that much money.
Right, and it goes a long way, and you can make.
Yeah.
We're seeing larger batches, or the potential to make larger batches
Yeah.
of food that can be stretched longer
Yeah.
throughout the week. And so those are the needs at Fish that are changing all the time. And we also want to talk about Fish. Fish is complete volunteer.
Yeah.
Nobody gets paid to work there, to do what they do, to stock those shelves, to help the patrons and all that. They are complete 100% volunteer run.
You know, it's something that I've been here for a half hour, 40 minutes
Yeah,
so
yeah.
far, and I've heard that word so many times, and obviously in my line of work, we lean on volunteers so heavily, and I think living in a smaller community is such a beautiful thing, to be able to donate your time, your services, your skill set to something that you're passionate about.
Right.
And so none of this could be done without volunteers, without donations. It really takes a village. It's truly a
Right, and we've heard that for
Yeah.
years and years and years, but it is true.
It's
It is
so true.
And in Oxford and Orion, the community always comes out,
Yes.
especially when we're asking for
Yeah.
help or there's a
Yep.
need. It always happens. It might not happen right up front. I mean, here we have cameras and lights. We're in
Yeah.
a TV studio, and our volunteer Rob on camera back there. Thanks, Rob, for coming in. Right, volunteers get us through. Thumbs up, Rob. Appreciate it, dude. But that's, this is our community,
Mm-hmm.
and I've only been in Orion for 25 years.
only.
Only, well, I know, well, almost 26.
That's pretty good.
Right, it doesn't. Right, you say 5 years peel off. Time goes by
Yeah,
quickly.
it does.
But
does.
I'm working with people who've been here 50
Yeah,
years, 60
yeah.
years. I mean, they've been here their entire lives,
Yeah.
and they know every organization
the
and
history.
person.
Yes.
Right, and they know who to contact, hey, somebody needs help, and they can get that help.
And I think the beautiful thing is, we were talking about this off camera, is, why are you're in Oxford, why are you here? But
Right.
It's a community, and I think I joined the DDA in 22, and it was from the day one, we always partnered very heavily with Lake Orion, and we still do to this day.
Yeah.
We'll be meeting with Janet from the Lake Orion DDA
That's
in a
coming
little
up
bit.
after the 1 o'clock hour.
After the
stay
1
tuned
o'clock
for that.
hour. But, it doesn't matter if I know that there's historically been some rivalry with, I think football it was, with Oxford. And I'm not from the area originally, so I don't know that.
Me
all
either.
Of that.
I was
Yeah.
baptized into it. Yeah.
But for my line of work and my family and my community, I don't see any type of rivalry. We are always there to help support each other. If Lake Orion needs anything, if we need anything, Lake Orion is always there for us. And that transitions into the other surrounding communities as well, but it's most primarily with Lake Orion because we're so close.
Right, and you can have those friendly rivalries. And just as a sidebar, Wednesday is our sports day. And
perfect.
I wear my Dragon jersey. And we're bringing in John, the station manager from Independence TV. So he'll be in. I hope he wears Clarkston. And we'll have Oxford, Terry from Oxford coming down. We're hoping she has something from Oxford.
Her Wildcat.
So, and it's all for one cause and working together and building community. So this is a community programming day, right? So we're showcasing programs here at ONTV. That we produce and work with. And so one we're going to showcase right now is the library. We have a new library program.
Love that.
So take a quick peek at this new addition to the program lineup here at ONTV, showcasing the Lake Orion Township Public Library.
What's going on at the library? So much. Stick with us to learn about our 100th anniversary as a library, our winter programs, and some facts about our spaces, programs, and services. Lock in, we're going into the library. 100 years is a long time to be an organization. We are so excited to celebrate who we've been, who we are, and who we want to grow into as a library. With that being said, we're spending the first third of the year focusing on the past. In the middle of the year, amidst the fun of summer reading program, we'll focus on the present. And as the year winds down, we are only ramping up the fun with a focus on the future. You can celebrate with us in the library in so many ways all year round.
On Saturday, January 10th, the Orion Township Public Library invited the community to come out for the kickoff of the library's Centennial Celebration. It was standing room only as staff welcomed visitors and looked back at the library's 100 years of serving the community. After the presentation, Library Director Chase McMunn revealed the artifacts found in a time capsule that was sealed up when the staff celebrated the library's 75th anniversary in 2001, including a letter written by former Director Linda Sickles, who retired in 2012 and passed away in 2019.
The more I was doing and getting involved with the community, the more I liked the people and what was going on here in Orion. There was so much enthusiasm and participation, people so interested in making this such a good community to live in.
You know, it's January 10th. The weather's not that great outside, but it just really does warm our hearts to think that we are doing something important and the community does value what we do here in the library. So it's a great feeling.
Started in 1926 by the Lake Orion Women's Club, the library was housed in the second floor of Town Hall on Flint Street before moving to a home located at Flint and Lapeer Street in 1940. A more permanent location opened its doors in 1965 on M24 and served the community until February of 1989 when the current building opened on Joslyn Road just north of Clarkston Road.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It all started from a dedicated group then called the Lake Orion Women's Club, now the GFWC, and they started the whole thing because they recognized the need for a library. Ever since the beginning, it's relied a lot on volunteer work, but through the 100 years that we've been here, we've been able to add professional staff, and now we have just a huge range of resources available to the whole community.
As a librarian and as a person who really adores and values books and information, I think it's amazing. The fact that they, thought it was important to create a space for the community to go to have free books to read and information it's amazing. It's a wonderful thing.
The staff is planning a big celebration on May 1st, which is the date Orion Township voted to establish a library, but multiple events are planned throughout 2026.
That's right. We're going to have a whole year of celebration. So we've divided up into 3 parts. The first third of the year, we're going to focus on the past, celebrate our past. And then, through the summer, we'll be celebrating our present. And then toward the end of the year, we're going to look to our future and talk about the future possibilities for the library.
For more information about the events the library has planned all year long, be sure to visit orionlibrary.org or follow them on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Julie, the Makerspace librarian at the Orion Township Public Library. A lot of people still want to know what is a makerspace, and today we are inside of the makerspace, which is just generally a do-it-yourself space that has a lot of tools and machinery that you can make projects with. So over here on this side, we have our Glowforge laser engraver cutter machine, which will engrave and cut a variety of materials like wood and acrylic. This requires a training. If you are interested, please contact the library. Over on this side of the aisle, we have our Cricut machine, which is another cutting machine basically used for paper and vinyl. The library has a new Bamboo Lab X1C 3D printer, and we also have a Prusa 3D printer. If you're interested in having any objects or models printed, you can upload your file on our website or email us your files. Our Bamboo Lab has 4 different colors, so we can do quite a variety of items here with that. And we also have a CNC machine, which is a router that can carve wood as well. All the equipment in the makerspace was donated through the generosity of local community members and patrons, and also the seed money was from a grant. Over here we have our sublimation station, where you can print a variety of items on sublimated blanks. You can do mugs and tumblers, you can do t-shirts, and a lot of other objects. The library has many devices to help you digitize your files. We have a VHS player that will convert to digital. We have a 8mm film reel. We have high-speed scanners, high-resolution scanners, and photo scanners that'll help you digitize all of your older format. We also have an embroidery machine that is very simple to use. You can call and make a reservation on that, and also as well as a button maker. We have a lot of interest in people making their own buttons. If you have any questions or want more help, just contact the library.
Hi, my name is Alice and I'm the Outreach Coordinator at the Orion Library. Today I'm going to talk about the book Isola by Allegra Goodman. Isola is the retelling of Marguerite de la Roque, a 16th century French noblewoman, so it's based on a true story. At the beginning of the book in 1531, Isola is in France, where she's being raised by her nurse and mother figure Damienne because she has been orphaned. Her economic future is in the hands of her cruel, cruel uncle, Jean-Francois de Roberval. While Isola is living in the chateau, she forms a friendship with Claire d'Artois, who lives at the chateau with her, along with Claire's mother and Damienne, the nurse. Unfortunately, Claire's cruel uncle does some not so great things with her money, and she finds herself kicked out of her place of privilege in the chateau. And then, much to her horror, she finds out that she is destined to go on a ship to New France, which is what is now Canada, with her uncle. On board the ship, Marguerite falls in love with a young man called Auguste, and her uncle is livid about this betrayal, and so he punishes Marguerite, Damienne, and Auguste in the cruelest way possible. What follows is a story of survival where Marguerite is put to the test of woman against nature. I recommend this book for readers who enjoy retellings of minor historical characters who aren't always mentioned in the history books. There's a touch of romance, a touch of adventure, and it's a really inspiring story of the human will to survive against all odds. Isola by Allegra Goodman.
Hello everybody, This is our 100-year anniversary, and we're looking to celebrate all year long. And today we're going to be showcasing our More Than Books section. Obviously, we have tons of books, but we have a lot of things that you may not know we have, like sleds, board games, tools, sewing machine, ukulele, all sorts of things. And you can go on our website and reserve those online, and there's way more online than what we have out because we don't have enough room, but there's all sorts of stuff for you to check out. And today we got a couple of the things that you can check out online. The first one is we have a Milwaukee driver and impact, and they come with the 2 batteries, the charger, and we've even got a bit kit, so it's pretty much got everything you would need. You know, if you don't have Milwaukee tools and you want to see if maybe that'd be something you'd like to get, you know, you can come try them out. And or if you just have a little weekend project and you don't need it for much, you know, we've got it here for you. And I think that's a great addition to our More Than Books section. And the other thing we got that I think is pretty handy is this Jackery portable power. And you'll charge this up at home, and it's got USB connections, it's got a couple regular outlets. You can even hook it up to a 12-volt car adapter that it comes with. So yeah, if you're out camping or, you know, this is a good thing to have for some portable power. And I think it's another great thing that we offer that you probably don't know that we have. But yeah, we have tons of great stuff here, and we've got way more than books, so come check them out.
Hi, I'm Lydia, and I'm a youth librarian here at Orion Township Public Library. Today, we're talking about this book, Ready, Set, Doe, by Kelly J. Baptist. And every year at the library, we have a special program called Battle of the Books, and it's just for 5th graders. And this is one of the books all of us youth librarians picked out. So we pick about 10 books, and we have a battle in the spring. And then after the battle, we have a victory party. And we always invite one of the battle authors to come out. So this year, Kelly J. Baptist is actually coming to Lake Orion. And this is a fabulous story. She's an amazing author. This is about Zoe. She's a 6th grader, and her school has a competition where she has to sell the most cookie dough to win the laptop of her dreams. She definitely faces some challenges, some up and downs in this book, but it's a humorous story, and it's a great book for grades 3rd through 6th grade, so check it out.
We hope to see you at our centennial events and be part of our library services and programs in the coming year. Thank you.
All right, back in the studio. Great video from the Orion Township Public Library.
It's such a benefit to the community. It's so beautiful in there. They have so many things.
Right, the activities. There's so many little nuggets that you can do in the library these days. It's not just about dusty old books.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. There's different rooms. You can build the 3D printers. You can get your passport there. You can play games.
That blew my mind. That's a new feature at some of our libraries, and they said, yeah, come on and get it taken care of.
Yeah.
It's so much easier than having to deal with the post office.
Or secretary.
We're thinking the same thing.
Yes,
we're mumbling
we are.
the same thing.
It is very seamless.
The maker spaces. They were teaching podcasting, but 100 years of the Orion Township Public Library. They're going to be celebrating all year round. So we launched the show with in partnership with them, and Chase, the director over there, is great to work with. And
he's wonderful.
And the staff at the library is fantastic.
They
and
are.
Kudos to Tessa, our director. She put that together and produced that. And great stuff, great program. And yeah, where are we? We're here in the studio Do we have an update on collections? I don't think we've shared that just yet. Do we have a number? Where are we at?
They're tabulating.
Directing from the studio. Oh, here we go. Boom, drum roll. It's coming. What does that say?
3150.
3150.
Yay! That's fantastic.
And that includes the Lions Club donation. That's fabulous. So that was a surprise.
Yeah.
We knew they were coming in, but we had no idea it was going to be $1,000. So what a kicker to get us to 3,000, and it's only Tuesday.
It's day and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So many days left.
Right, and so our goal is $8,000 cash collection, and that's we're on our way. As you can see on your screen, you can donate online at OnTV.org. Click on the Food Drive logo to get the process started. It takes literally 30 seconds maybe, and it's a charity GoFundMe. Low fees are taken out. We even encourage you to stop into the studio in person at 1349 Joslin Road to either drop off your non-perishable items or drop off a check. So no fees will be removed from the check. 100% of all donations go directly to Fish, so you can donate today to all those options on the screen, in person or online. And then we want to say again, it's the former Orion Center, the big blue building on Joslin Road, just south of Clarkson Road, 1349 Joslin. And our big white production van is out there with the sign up, donate here. It looks exactly like that.
Doors open, ready for you to drop your things off.
Right, and we have other locations to drop off too, something we've added this year.
Very cool.
And we kind of got away from these satellite donation spots due to COVID, but we're trying to creep back in. And Orion Township and their crew and their staff has been, Chris Barnett, they've been great for us over the years, great partners. And you can drop off your donations at 2323 Joslin Road, right at Township Hall from 8:30 to 4:30. Regular business hours. Doesn't matter which vestibule or entrance you use, there will be a blue tub right there waiting for your collections. And then the brand new christened Orion Recreation Center, the ORC, formerly Great Lakes Athletic Club at 3800 Baldwin Road. You can get there 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. regular business hours. Drop off your donations. When you walk in the main entrance, you got to peel off to the left a little bit, and you'll see our big blue tub, and drop your donations in there and help those in need around the Orion area.
Exactly. As you're trying to work off whatever you're trying to work off, just remove your excess food and you'll be good to go. I'm
checking my watch. I'm not being rude. We do have a live look-in coming momentarily at about 12:58. We're going to see the LOAM newscast live from Lake Orion High School. We do this every year.
Yes, it's
and
so cool.
There's instructor Roger Smith, who is a longtime. When he was a teenager at Lake Orion High School, he did shows here, Red Wing highlight shows. So
that's amazing.
He's my friend, he's a colleague. We work together hand in hand with his program and ONTV and equipment and processes, and I help him out if something's not working. I run over and try to troubleshoot it for him. But we work so well together and that we want to showcase the LOAM crew and those talented kids. So we got about 3 minutes, thanks Rob, till we go live. There is a countdown that they give us, which is really cool. And you can see this 3 days a week.
That's so cool.
Right? Have you ever seen anything like that?
I saw it last year. Excuse me, that was my first time. It is incredibly impressive. I have been as an adult, I have been so impressed with the high school skill in this area, with theater, with production. It's just incredible to see these children do so well, because I don't remember it being that great when I was in high school, but
no resources like this back,
That's true. That's very
we didn't
true.
have this. TV camera was the size of a car back when I was that age. But yeah, you're right. The talent level of these kids, and they're getting real-world experience reading prompters and broadcasting and how to create media, becoming media literate. So when you go out into the world, to be a good citizen of the world, you understand the media that you're bombarded with every day, from social to news, all that stuff. You know how to read it, and the messaging that is coming your way. So,
and we were just talking about that during the break, as internships and co-ops and having that real world experience to decide if that's really what you want to do, because you're experimenting and exploring so many different options at that age. in high school into college, that sometimes the actual boots on the ground work is not as glamorous as what you think it might be. So to have these programs at the high school, internships, co-ops, opportunities to volunteer, I think is just so beneficial for the youth.
Right, and we have a co-op here with the LOAM and the Dragon Broadcasting students, the advanced students, the seniors who are getting ready to move on, either majoring in broadcasting or media production or communications. But we have a lot of students that are, what are you doing, going into broadcasting? They're like, no, I'm going into med school. And you're like, oh, okay, well, that's good too. The world needs doctors.
And they'll know how to present themselves.
Right, and it is a confidence, public speaking, it is
for
presentation, it is working as a team. And it's more than just being creative with graphics. I mean, this looks great. The staff, we have a good time. We have a lot of fun putting this together and supporting our community, especially the pantry. But it is about working as a team. And we might not agree on color schemes. We might not agree. How do we work through those adult type of experiences to get a job done?
Exactly. Remembering what the true goal of the
what's
situation.
a deadline? Right? I mean,
I
mean, in your line of business too, you have deadlines. You have events. You have to have things mailed off, the flyers ready to go, the volunteers lined up.
Yeah, and you learn very quickly if you don't.
Oh, I'm getting the wrap-up sign. Are we close? Okay. All right. LOAM live at Lake Orion High School. Take a look. They're supporting the food drive this week too. Lake Orion High School broadcasting students known across the nation. Scholarships all over the place. Let's take a look. LOAM.
Coming up on today's LOAM, classes that you should keep an eye out for on scheduling tomorrow,
new service opportunities,
and a whole lot of girls basketball. Hold your horses, LO. We got some good stuff cooking. Howdy doody, LO. Today is Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. I'm David Pavlich.
And I'm Audrey Heiss. Welcome to all the viewers who are watching during the Orion Neighborhood Television Food Drive. LOAM is the live newscast for Lake Orion High School, and this week the whole community is watching live during the special programming on ONTV.
Now, let's get into the news. A new batch of service hour opportunities was emailed to LOHS students, including a variety of events this weekend. These include the Dragon Princess Night on Friday at Blanche Sims and the Ice Fest and Chili Cook-Off in the village of Lake Orion on Saturday. If you can't make it to those, the Orion Township Library has events to volunteer at every Saturday throughout the month. Remember to sign up through X2 Vault, and seniors, don't forget, your deadline is coming up on April 10th.
Juniors should listen up for scheduling tomorrow because the LOCS Board of Education approved 4 new courses last month to replace current senior English classes. These new courses are scheduled for the next school year and expand seniors' choices for English credits. Ash O'Day interviewed a developer for 2 of those classes.
The school board recently approved 4 new courses for seniors. These are alternatives to AP Literature and Composition, British Literature, and Expository Reading and Writing. These new courses are meant to broaden students' skills in civic engagement and prepare them for college. Here's what one of the class developers had to say.
So we're offering these new senior courses in placement of expository reading and writing and British literature, which have not been updated in several years. So the cool thing about the new courses is we're offering literature and composition separately rather than combining them into one. So there'll be a senior composition course that all seniors will have to take unless they're going in the AP 12 route. And then there'll be 3 different literature course offerings.
These offerings include Modern Mind, Power of Voice, and Human Legacy. Modern Mind and the Power of Voice are more focused on nonfiction, which will aid students' understanding in a world driven by information. According to the Lake Orion Review, Quote, literature in the modern mind will give students opportunities to read, view, and or listen to several nonfiction texts, including books, documentaries, podcasts, informational graphics, images, and more, end quote. As for literature and the power of voice,
Essentially, that class builds in some college preparation, some career readiness, and also working on civic engagement. There'll be a variety of different components that are included in that course, but it's nonfiction focused.
on the other hand, literature and the human legacy is more concentrated on classics and modern literature, including many books in the fiction genre. These choices are helpful because, as Vischer puts it,
I think they'll bring students more choice and flexibility, not just in what they're learning, but also their scheduling. So one of the cool things about splitting composition and literature is they can take both composition and literature at the same time. It could be a first block and a second block and take care of them during the first semester. But we'll also have the option that you could take your composition course during first semester and your literature in the second semester, or you could take multiple literature classes. So it definitely gives students more choice and flexibility.
for WDBC, I'm Asher Day.
Remember, all future seniors are required to take senior composition and one of the 3 literature courses to fulfill their English credit requirement. For those who are going the AP route, the new classes are not required, but are available as electives. All students will get more scheduling details during tomorrow's homeroom.
Speaking of scheduling classes tomorrow, Murder Mystery Fanatics should pay a special eye to this segment because on this week's edition of Class Spotlight, we looked at a class that's all about crime, fingerprinting, and DNA testing. Let's take a look at the class of Forensic Science. Have you ever seen the crime scene in the Lake Orion High School greenhouse and wondered just what it was doing there? Well, investigating this crime scene is a direct component of one of the classes at this school, Forensic Science.
Forensic Science is a 10-week elective class. It's the study of crime scene investigation. Forensic Science 1, there are actually 2 classes. And Forensic Science 1, we cover Introduction to Crime Scene Investigation. What is Forensic Science? We talk about fingerprints, fingerprinting, processing. We do blood spatter. We talk about DNA and the use of DNA in crime scene investigation. And then we go into entomology and manner of death, using insects.
We've learned a lot about how evidence is processed, how crime scenes are investigated, and right now we're firsthand doing our own evidence processing.
Today we did our first lab. We've mostly just been learning and the basics of it, just get an idea of what we're going to learn about. So today we did this little lab. We'd go around the school and rub this little cloth on surfaces of anything that we hand it to other people and have to figure out based on what is on the other one, what is on that one.
It's a nice applied science class. We get in the lab a lot and use some of the tools that true forensic scientists would use out in the field.
I was thinking of doing a career in criminology or criminal psychology, and I want to learn more about how the process is done.
I took forensic science because I'm actually interested in solving and mysteries. I love those types of movies. I was it'll just be a fun class.
Anybody who's interested in solving problems, if you're interested in Bones or Criminal Minds or any of those type of criminal shows and it's interesting to you, take the class.
It's important to know about the judicial system and overall how criminals are processed, and I think not just for someone who wants to go into the criminal justice field, but anyone should take that class to learn more about it.
And the final exam of this class is to figure out who committed the murder in the greenhouse using all the skills you learned. If this seems interesting to you, remember it for scheduling classes tomorrow. For WDBC, I'm David Pavlich. Remember, scheduling will be happening during tomorrow's homeroom, and if forensic science seemed interesting to you, make sure to put it on your schedule. Man, that class looks so cool. I'm going to add it to my schedule.
David, we're seniors.
Oh, man.
Now it's time to head over to Laura Young-Peter with sports.
Thanks, Audrey. How's it going, LO? On today's sports report, we're taking a look at our girls' basketball teams. Stay tuned for the latest achievements of our Lady Dragons. The girls' varsity basketball team played an intense match against the Highlanders of Rochester Adams last Tuesday. Mason Baker has the details.
Our Lady Dragons lined up in the fieldhouse once more against Rochester Adams for a fierce game last Tuesday. Both teams showed off their aggressive play style during the first quarter, which stalled the scoreboard. Though the scoring was slow, the action was not, and both the Dragons and the Highlanders showed their energy through their physicality and speed. The quarter was wrapped up with a close score of 5-4, Dragons in the lead thanks to a rebounded shot by Kelsey King. Things heated up going into the second quarter. The Highlanders quickly tied the score up 5-5 with an early free throw, but the Lady Dragons exploded in response, rattling off shot after shot and leaving the score 24-16 going into the half, Dragons still in the lead. The Highlanders were determined to claim the lead coming out of the break. They took action quickly and managed to cut the Dragon lead from 8 points down to 2 with 5 minutes left in the quarter. Things got even closer as both teams put more points on the board, but the Dragons were able to maintain their edge before widening the gap once more with several well-placed shots at the tail end of the quarter. However, Adams was not about to give up the game and quickly fired off bucket after bucket, chipping away at the Dragon lead until the last 5 seconds when they squeaked out a clean mid-range shot, ending the third 36-35, Adams just barely on top. Things got serious during the fourth. Despite the Highlanders' initial lead, no team held a clear advantage. That changed when Adams sank the first shot of the quarter a minute in, banking a clean 3 which widened their lead. They cushioned it even more with another one from downtown after a Dragon 2-pointer. The Dragons responded by chipping away at the gap until the last 2 minutes of the game, when they snatched it back for themselves with a decisive layup. The Highlanders took it back for a moment with a basket from behind the arc as the clock hit 52 seconds. However, the Dragons kept on fighting, tying the game up with 36 seconds left to go and wrenching the lead out of Highlander hands 10 seconds later. Ultimately, the Dragons came out on top, procuring the dub after several well-placed free throws and ending their cold streak with a final score of 55-51. The girls headed into last Thursday's game with 4 wins and 8 losses.
I think it was really good. We had a great first half, came out a little slow in the third quarter, but we were able to build momentum in the fourth quarter, and I think we had a really good game and played as a team.
I think we really did good at free throws in the fourth quarter, and I think just like being clutch in the fourth quarter because it really came down to the wire at the end. I'm feeling actually really good because I had some free throws at the end and I made both, and that made me feel really good, and it just was happy. I feel like we're all super happy to get this win tonight, especially after how the last couple games this season have been going. So it's just a good feeling for everybody.
For WDBC, I'm Mason Baker.
Earlier that same day, the JVA girls basketball team hosted Adams. The JVA Dragons pulled through with a 47-10 win over the Highlanders. Head coach Dan Stakely and player Grace Zielinski tell us more about the game.
Well, we definitely started out a little slow. I think it was a little bit of a holdover from last night. We played unbelievably well last night. Anytime you put 60 points on a team, it's kind of hard to get back up for the game. So our girls started out a little slow, a little frustrating as far as our intensity early. Back-to-back nights is always tough. But second half, we definitely came out much stronger, being able to play a little bit more basketball, especially on the defensive side, creating turnovers, getting to easy runouts and stuff. So, no, overall pretty pleased. Sometimes you just kind of keep your head down and get the game finished and get that win.
I think we did good. We did better in the second half because we just brought up our intensity and ran our plays a lot better.
It was mostly just we started taking care of the ball a little bit better and staying a little more patient. First half we had tons of great looks, we just weren't finishing them. So sometimes it just takes a little bit more time, get that composure. And then they switch up in zone, and that was much easier to go against because it was a soft zone, and that's kind of did us a favor. And I think we went on a 12-0 run when they dropped into their zone. So that was kind of a nice change.
The JV record is now 9 wins and 3 losses. The girls basketball program hosts Stony Creek tonight. If you can't be there in person, tune into our live stream of the varsity game at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. That's it for today's LO Sports Report. For WDBC, I'm Laura Young-Peter.
Your seniors of the day are Vaughn Ballion,
Addison Morgan,
Olivia Zamora,
Joseph Dugan,
and Senna Hunter.
Tune in on Thursday for more information on the Fish Food Drive,
Guitar Club,
and a recap of the varsity boys basketball game.
Have a Tuna Tuesday, LO.
right, LOAM live. That is a live newscast 3 days a week that the kids at Lake Orion High School put together.
So
it is now an
impressive.
honors program over there. They've been promoted to an honors.
That's fantastic. I
Right.
can see why. It was amazing.
Yeah, they do a great job. And while that was running, Kim and I were sitting here chit-chatting about the different things that the kids do. They have beats around town. They have their sports beat. They have the general news beat. But they also are working with their DDA now. We just heard, this is kind of new, that if the DDA here in Lake Orion has an event or something coming up, they let them know. And the students go out with their video crew and the microphones and interviews and take the video and put stories together to help promote what's happening in the DDA. So they're actually getting real world work with a community group, right?
I love that.
Isn't it amazing?
That's fantastic.
Right. We were talking deadlines too, off real world experience deadlines, and you have to get that stuff in. So they do a great job. We love those guys over at Dragon Broadcasting, WDBC, LOAM, and we're going to bring them two more newscasts this week. So it'll be Thursday and cap it off on a Friday. So great kids over there. And so we're in the next hour.
We are. That flew by.
That's pretty crazy. So if you're just joining us, I'm Ian Locke, Executive Director here at Orion Neighborhood Television. And with me is
Kimberly Smith, Oxford DDA Executive Director.
Right. We got a lot of executives on stage
I mean,
today.
it's a lot of brain power here in this room.
Right. And so we're here for the ONTV Food Drive, our 16th annual for the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. I have to make sure you put commas in there because when my kids were little, they were, where's the fish food?
Oh.
And they're going, no, it's not that kind of food drive. So it was kind of funny.
I mean, we could find something.
Right. I'm sure they would enjoy the corn checks.
Probably.
But what are we doing? We're trying to restock those shelves after the holiday rush over at Fish and just try to get them into the next phase of the spring food drive season. And I think the collections we have here only last for about a month and a half. And when they get into like March, April, then they can their next food drive, which is through, I believe, the Postal Service.
Okay.
So they kick off the next one. So there's a series of these. It's just ongoing. So yes, we're trying to raise $8,000 in cash or more. And we're currently at, I think, 3,000 and some change, right?
I think,
Right. The Lions Club were in today, and they donated $1,000 for our cause, which was fabulous. And the Lions Club first time working with us.
Yeah.
And they said, "Why didn't you call sooner?" And we're like, "That's on us." But they're so busy.
Yeah,
right?
but now you know.
Now we know, and we're adding their service organizations together. We have more check presentations coming this week, and live TV. And we're really excited that we're on our way to reach our goal. We have $3,000 so far collected from our sponsors. So with that, we missed a fish video. Should we try to test my director? Is it okay if we do a fish video? Will that throw us off? Yeah. Okay, so we want to showcase fish and what they're doing, what it looks like, so you can get an idea if you're in a food emergency, what it looks like if you're going to go in and use their resources. So here's a video about fish and all they do for our community.
It's that time of the year, the holidays have come and gone. What are things like for the food pantry after the holidays?
We continue to be very busy with 400 active clients, and we average 240 families a month. So it's busy, and donations are continuing to come in, so we're grateful for that post-holiday.
Yeah. Now, I would imagine you get an influx of food over the holiday. Do things slow down a little bit after the holiday as far as donations go?
I think they usually typically do, because during the holiday we have businesses, and it's just on people's minds and schools' minds and everything that the holidays are coming and people are gonna be in need, and people just have the giving spirit. But we continue to get quite a few donations this year, so we're happy about that. I think everyone's aware of inflation in their own families, so that makes them think of others.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. How has inflation affected your numbers of people needing your services?
We have more people needing our services, and our families are getting larger because of inflation. They're taking in like other family members to their household, so we have larger, families of 5, 6, 7 plus in a house. Wow. Makes for a full cart of food for sure.
Now, today I see people stocking shelves. How often does that happen, the shelf stock?
Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. We have volunteers from the community. We have some kids from the high school that come in from the loft program. They do it a couple days a week, and so we're really happy that we have a lot of help to stock the shelves for our families.
What can you say to people in the community who are maybe wanting to help out? I'm sure you can always use more bodies.
Yes, we can, and we've had people come in and say, you know, I want to do something. One suggestion we do is do a mini can drive, maybe ask us what we're in need of, and we can give them some ideas, and they can do a mini can drive and then come in and stock shelves. Another thing we have is adopt a shelf. Yeah, we have people that come in from the community, families, scouts, you know, businesses that'll adopt a shelf, like tomatoes or ketchup or peaches, and they come in once a month either with a product or they give monetarily.
That's awesome. What are your big needs as far as donations go? Are there things that you're always having trouble keeping in stock?
What do I want to say, Mary?
Like tuna.
Yeah, spaghetti sauces. Yeah, chunky soups because it's
go pretty quick.
It's like a meal in a can. Yep.
Yeah.
Ravioli, spaghetti.
Pasta sauce, spaghetti, boxed pasta. Yeah. Macaroni cheese.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've always heard people say that if you're cleaning out your cupboards and you want to make a donation, donate the stuff you like, not the stuff your family doesn't eat, right?
Correct. Plus, we don't want to get donations that are expired either. Yeah, because we only put current and down the road dates on our products. Yeah.
Sue, how does a family in need reach out to you? How do they take advantage of these services?
Give our office a call. The office people are there 9 to noon, Tuesday through Thursday. But any time they can call, leave a message, and their call will be returned. The office workers will call them back, do a brief needs assessment. You know, if you qualify, they'll make them an appointment to come in and shop.
Talk about that experience of coming in and shopping. I love how this is set up like a corner grocery store. Talk about what a family would experience when they come in to shop.
We try to be very welcoming when they come in. Most faces we recognize, so when there's a newbie, you know, and it'll always say on there, new client. And they'll come in, we'll greet them, ask for photo ID to be sure they're in our service area, right? Like Orion Oxford address. And then we give them a reference card, family size of, say, 4, right? So it'll say you can get 130 pounds of total food, 14 of that could be meat, and everything else is this. And we'll take them around and show them all the quantities, shelf limits, and, you know, escort them through. If they need additional help, we'll, you know, one of us can walk through with them to help ease the experience. And it seems to be a pleasant experience for most, I think. Yeah, I think usually we get the responses, wow, this is like a store. Everyone's, you know, it's so nice, you know, you have freedom to choose what your family can eat or likes to eat rather than just receiving, you know, a pre-made box.
Right.
So, yeah.
Now, over the last few years at our ONTV food drive, our monetary donations far outweigh our food donations. In what ways does Fish benefit from monetary donations?
We can get supplies and food that we need. I know corporate, yeah.
Meyer corporate.
We order pallets of food from Meyer. We get stuff from Gleaners that we have to purchase, so a lot of that money can go toward that, which is very helpful.
So with our food drive just a couple of weeks away, is there anything you want to say to the community to help support the cause?
You know, we just appreciate, we've always had strong support from the community and ONTV in particular. People just seem to swarm, and you put the word out that this is what we do. This is, you know, we do it for years. We're 100% volunteer. Any money that comes in, you know, goes towards either small operational costs, like you say, some utilities, and food. And it's just a huge boost for us. So we thank you. Without community support, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Anything you want to add to that? What do you want to say to the community that's been supporting this food pantry?
We're so grateful, and when we have families come in, they definitely tell us how happy and how grateful they are for all the community support, and it makes them feel really good just knowing that people in the area and their neighbors are helping out.
Back in the studio here, Ian Locke, Executive Director at Orion Neighborhood Television for the 16th Annual ONTV Food Drive and Fund Drive for Fish. Our collection goal is $8,000, and we're well on our way because we're about $3,000 in. You can see the graphic on the screen, and we'll update that as we go along through the week. We're here all week, Monday through Friday, with a live look-in at noon, call it a fun lunch break from 12 to 2. And today, we're showcasing local programming and all that good stuff. So the video we just presented, it's fish in a nutshell. It is all the stuff they do, the volunteers, the work they do, the style in which their food pantry is nothing like I've ever seen. It is a grocery store. So if you want to go shopping for your family, who knows better what your family needs than you? And you can go in and get fresh meats, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, and just go shopping for your family. If you are somebody in a food emergency, act right now. There are people at Fish ready to help you. And I think I have a graphic. I'd like to give the number. Yes, 248-268-3933, or visit their website at oxfordorionfish.org. You don't have to wait. Call right now, and assistance is just waiting for you after that phone call. So our sponsors, we got to get into our sponsor video, but before we talk, go over to our sponsors, we're going to give you a quick tease that we have a great roundtable coming up about DDA, Downtown Development Authority, here in Orion and in Oxford. We're going to have a great discussion here in the studio after this video, so stick around for that. It's great. Kim's over there getting ready. Everybody ready? Yeah. So after the video, sponsors. Without our sponsors, we would have no opportunity to reach that $8,000 cash collection goal. So here our sponsors change every day, and we have some one-day sponsors, some 5-day sponsors, and some super sponsors. So let's take a look at this video of all of our sponsors who are donating funds to Fish for today.
All of us at ONTV would like to thank our corporate sponsors for their generous donations. Today's portion of the 2026 ONTV Food Drive is brought to you by Madison Heights Plumbing and Heating Supply, located at 719 East Mandolin Avenue in Madison Heights. The family-owned business has been servicing the Detroit metro area for over 30 years. Madison Heights Plumbing and Heating Supply is supporting the food drive for a 4th year and is a 5-day sponsor. In addition to the ONTV Food Drive, they proudly support other charitable events and organizations, such as Toys for Tots, Bottomless Chest, and St. Jude's Children's Hospital. For more information, give them a call at 248-588-4690 or visit the website madisonheightsplumbingsupply.com. Ohana Wealth Advisory, located in Berkeley, Michigan. Ohana Wealth Advisory is returning as a sponsor for their 4th year, and they are a 5-day sponsor. For more information, you can give them a call at 248-246-8080. Meyer of Lake Orion, located at 1107 South Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. Meyer is a year-round supporter of the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry, collecting food pantry donations through their Simply Give program. They are a 5-day sponsor of the ONTV Food Drive with a charitable $500 contribution. For more information, visit the website meyer.com. North Oakland VFW Post 334, serving the community and fellow veterans. VFW Post 334 has been a devoted supporter of Oxford Orion Fish for several years. They are a 5-day sponsor of the ONTV Food Drive. For more information about North Oakland VFW Post 334, you can visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/VFW334. You can also check out VFW.org. M3 Investments, located at 990 North Main Street in Royal Oak. Having a plan that is designed around your goals and financial situation can help you successfully navigate the risks you are likely to face. Whether you're just starting out, thinking about retirement, or just retired, Christine can help. For more information about M3 Investments, you can give them a call at 248-543-3400. Brinker Veterinary Hospital, located at 975 South Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. The team at Brinker Veterinary Hospital is dedicated to making sure our local pets are happy and healthy. We here at ONTV thank them for their generous donation to the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. For more information, you can check out their website, brinkervet.com. Lake Orion Sunrise Rotary Club. The club meets in the United Methodist Church at 140 East Flint Street in Lake Orion on the first and third Thursday of each month. The Lake Orion Sunrise Rotary Club focuses on helping our community by working with local organizations to help individuals and families in need. They also provide beds to local kids with their program, Beds for Kids. The Rotary Club is a 5-day sponsor of the food drive, helping to stock the shelves at the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. For more information about the Lake Orion Sunrise Rotary Club, you can visit the website portal.clubrunner.ca/3041. Lake Orion Lions Club, serving Lake Orion since 1938. The Lake Orion Lions Club is committed to our community by serving, fundraising, and supporting others. They have been supporting Oxford Orion Fish for many years through donations and other local food drives. This year, the Lions are a 5-day sponsor of the ONTV Food Drive with another considerate donation to fish. To learn more about the Lake Orion Lions Club, you can check out the website, lakeorionlions.org. Bitter Tom's Distillery, located in downtown Lake Orion at 120 South Broadway, Suite 102. The Modern American Restaurant is a first-time sponsor of the ONTV Food Drive. Their charitable $400 donation has gotten us one step closer to our final goal. For more information about Bitter Tom's, visit the website bittertomsdistillery.com. Donnie Steele for State Senate, candidate for Michigan's 23rd Senate District. Donnie Steele is a returning sponsor and has gifted $200 to help the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry fill their shelves. For more information, you can check out the website donniesteele.com. LA Dance, located at 116 Premier Drive in Orion Township. The local dance studio provides instruction in the performing arts and works not only to create strong performers, but individuals. LA Dance is a returning supporter of the ONTV Food Drive. For more information about LA Dance, you can visit the website ladance.us. And the North Oakland Community Coalition, located at 455 East Scripps Road, room 201 in Lake Orion. The NOCC has been supporting both the Lake Orion and Oxford communities by promoting physical and mental health through education and partnerships since 2007. That community support continues with their generous donation of $200 to the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. For more information about the North Oakland Community Coalition, you can check out their website, noccmi.org.
Welcome back. I am Kimberly Smith. I am the Executive Director of the Oxford DDA, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with some cohorts of mine. I have Janet Bloom here, who is the Assistant Director of Lake Orion's DDA, and my bestie, my work bestie, I don't know if she would agree, but I feel like she is, Jess Dickinson. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
So happy to be here. So we're here to talk about DDAs. Do we want to do a quick overview of what a DDA is and why we're even here?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of times people are like, so what does a DDA do, right? So again, it's a Downtown Development Authority, and we are an economic driver for our downtown, and we do that in various ways, whether it's hosting events or infrastructure projects that we work on, making sure that baskets are hanging and banners are up, and beautification of our downtown.
Yeah.
So
Promotion.
there's promotion of the downtown, volunteerism, right? Getting people engaged and actively working on that. So there's again, we are part of the Main Street program, which again,
Yep.
so is Oxford.
Yep.
And it has 4 tenets as far as with using committees to help. Again, it takes many hands for all the great work that our DDAs do.
And that's one of the things, really quickly, just to interject. We were talking about this earlier about volunteerism, and we'll get into a little bit. Both of our organizations have had a huge change in our volunteer programs over the last year, so you guys can speak to that in a minute. But it really is the only paid staff of the DDAs are the 3 of us here, and then there's Matt Gibb from Lake Orion.
Yes.
But other than that, everybody that helps to support the DDAs in Lake Orion and in Oxford are volunteers. They don't get paid. They don't have specific hours. They volunteer when and how they can, and that's how we get a lot done.
Right, and that's even our board members and also our committee members and the volunteers that step forward.
Yeah, it's amazing what we can accomplish or what we can't accomplish based on the number of volunteers that we have.
Right.
So yeah, and one of the things too, I think we've focused on, and we have, so historically, we'll just give a little quick history. So Lake Orion and Oxford have always, at least for the last 4 or 5 years, have partnered very closely together for many different reasons. And so it's kind of looked a little differently over the last year or so. It started out with very heavy on events, and we partnered very closely on pretty much events every month or every other month. And then in 2025, we made the decision together that we wanted to take a step back from that and really focus a little bit more on business training and development. And so we partnered last year on different training opportunities, and then we're taking that even a step further this year and really looking at development. So not just a training class per se, but also looking at how to help support and develop our business owners, getting people in the door, having those business owners get those sales that we're really looking to help support.
Yeah, and I think that's, you know, again, I think it really hones in on the economic development portion, and you know, these are challenging economic times.
Yes.
Add on the additional layer of lots of cold and snow. And our downtown businesses have taken a hit.
Absolutely.
So, in fact, we were just at Messy Designs for a chamber, Orion area chamber event there, and Joyce, just taking words out of her mouth that she had stated, she goes, yeah, you know, it's been economically challenging, and so we encourage people, come down, do your shopping downtown, or do Shop OC Main Streets for those that are online and have products available, but find ways to support, whether it's you are on their social media and leaving great reviews, shopping online, or actually physically coming downtown and making those purchases. Help them through this kind of challenging time right now.
Absolutely, and we talked about that a little earlier today, and that's why we're here today, is the food drive, is that I think we're seeing it across the board. We're seeing it in our economic businesses. We're also seeing it in families within the community. So yeah, it's been a tough year. I think 2025, we've seen our businesses sales decline for the most part. Overall, we do have some anomalies that are not being affected as much, but we're trying to really see what we can do as a DDA to help support our business owners.
Right.
So back to volunteerism, let's talk a little bit about volunteerism. Jess, do you want to kick it off and talk about what Oxford has done over 2025?
Yeah. So last year in 2025, at the beginning of the year, we really tried to organize volunteers. It had never been organized in a way where we could grab volunteers for certain events or different things that were happening downtown. So we had an amazing volunteer coordinator, Holly, who owns one of our businesses downtown, step up, and so she, for the whole year, planned out every event, how many volunteers. She was there the day of to help with shift changes, and so now we have an actual volunteer program that we can call on for this year. And
yeah, and we hosted our first appreciation event in the fall, so that was really cool. I think, and we're actually looking, if anyone's interested that's watching, for an assistant volunteer coordinator. So, I mean, Janet, I'm sure you'll share when we talk about your new revitalized program. It's a lot of work. It's a huge undertaking, especially for one person to take that whole volunteer. You know, we're looking at, 10 events over the course of the year, and that's trying to find volunteers. If we're not finding enough volunteers, trying to reach out to different sources to get those volunteers, managing those that did sign up, telling them where to go. Once they get there, making sure, if people last minute complications, they can't make it, then you have some people that are a little more particular. I want to be based with my friend and I don't want to be alone, or I don't want to be at this location, or I have to leave early, or I can't come until later. So especially the day of the event, if you're having a large event, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot on her as well. So we're looking for some support for her. It can be a student, it can be somebody who just likes to volunteer for fun. But we've seen a lot of really exciting things over 2025 with our volunteer program. So let's talk about yours, the Illuminator.
Yes, so excited.
Yes.
It was born out of our organization committee. Again, as we talk about the Main Street approach with the 4 different committees we have, organization committee really stepped up last year, and we launched the Illuminators program, which is our brand new volunteer program, and we did it during Dragon on the Lake. So we were at Flint Street Alley and talking about matching people with their passion. And we have really opened up the doors also with our students in our community. So some of our best volunteers, 8th graders with the National Honor Society, just so energetic and very conversational with everybody that they were speaking with, and would approach people. I think our teenagers get a little dinged on some things where they're like, well, no, they're just on their phones. No, we gotta change that narrative.
Yes.
So we have opened it up with the 8th graders through the high school. They have been fantastic. But then added folks. In fact, I had a conversation. We just had our awards program a couple weeks ago that again, it was our Illuminators Light Up Lake Orion, and it was to celebrate those who had stepped forward. We had, I think it was about 7 awards that we had passed out.
Amazing.
Very well deserving between the local scout troop that we worked with, and those that had been a legacy volunteer for many years that we could also recognize, and those that were brand new to the mix and have really devoted a lot of hours. So, we had 92 people there, including Matt and I. And it doubled the numbers that we had from the year previous. I remember one of the conversations, we had a family that came in and they're like, we have lived here for 10 years and we want to get engaged. And so, those are the conversations that we love. And it really kind of spurned out from our spring cleanup from last year. I was blown away because 2 years ago, I think we had about maybe 3 people show up and we cleaned up a few spots here and there. And then the next year we had 65 people that showed up with their wagons, their gloves, their hand rakes, and their, shovels, and were ready to clean up downtown, help do some plantings. And it's like, so the right ask has to be done. And so that really demonstrated that our community is willing to step forward. And so again, it's the Illuminators program. We have a Facebook page with that, a private Facebook group so we can send messages out. We do Sign Up Genius as far as signing up volunteers. So we really try to make it as easy as possible. And people can reach out to our office. We do an e-newsletter to consumers that we always include that information. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and X, and so we also post those opportunities out. We still have open volunteer spots for Ice Fest this weekend. I'll just put that little plug out there. But again, it is a great opportunity that if there are those that, whether it's, hey, we can help out doing projects in the office, or I can work at home on a project that you may need support with, to helping with facade grants that we're working on with businesses, or helping to update information that we need to, as far as our CRM systems or anything like that. So there's plenty of work to be done.
Certainly.
Matt kind of bats his eyes when I'm like, here's 150 things I'd love to get accomplished. And he's like, slow your roll. And again, it's those things where it's just working with the volunteers to help assign and prioritize and be able to move forward with. So exciting stuff. We were blown away by the the attendance that was there, and it was wonderful.
So cool. That is wonderful. So you mentioned you have an event coming up. Do you want to talk about that a little?
Sure. So we have Ice Fest coming up, and so it's the usual trappings of having the ice blocks throughout town, live carving demonstrations. We've added a few other features. So what's great about this is that it's also on the same weekend as the Sunrise Rotary Ice Golf Cup Challenge.
Nice.
So they'll have 18 holes around within different businesses or out just within the downtown. We are hole number 12. So people need to stop by, say hello to the DDA.
There you go.
We're going to be at Flint Street Alley. So we'll have that activated, and we'll have patio heaters and fire pits going.
Nice.
So get a chance to stop by the warming hub, we call it.
There you go.
We've added some additional features, such as a business bingo that people can stop by our info booth at Flint Street Alley, pick up the card, they fill it in for a chance to win downtown dollars, good at over 40 shops downtown. And then we also have the Jack Frost scavenger hunt for kids.
Cute.
So we'll have a little clue sheet, and kids can go around to the different shops and try to find the Jack Frost photo that we have posted.
That's really cute.
And the best thing that we have that we've added this year, chili cook-off competition. And we have 8 restaurants from downtown that have stepped up. And again, it's just a few blocks that we're talking, right?
Yeah.
So you'll get a voting card. You can pick that up at our office on Friday, or else on Saturday on site at Flint Street Alley again at our booth. And you get a voting card, you'll get a wristband, and then you just go restaurant to restaurant.
Very cool.
And these restaurants are fighting it out as to who gets
the
to earn the
winner.
People's Choice Award for the best chili in downtown Lake Orion.
Is there a cost for this event?
So it's $20 for each ticket, and again, you go to each restaurant. So you have 8 restaurants to sample the chili.
That's great.
And then we are asking everybody to turn in those cards at Wine Social by 3:30. And then at 4 o'clock, we will have tallied them up and have the winner at 4 o'clock.
There you go. How fun. It's such a perfect time of year, too, with the chilly and the cold weather and the snow. I think that's really, really fun.
We're excited because I remember a couple years ago when, because they tried to drop the ice blocks off the day before the event. So they're all set to do the live carving. And it was 63 degrees.
Yep.
So we're like, well, let's try the next morning.
Yeah.
So it worked out in the end. But yeah, it was a little challenging.
I think we've partnered with Lake Orion before on the Ice Fest. We tried to do that. I think the first 2 years that I was with the DDA, the weather was quite inclement, and the business owners that participated were pretty bummed that they didn't have their carving for longer than a day. But I know it's a great event, so definitely check Lake Orion out. What date is it?
So it's this Saturday, February 7th.
Oh my goodness.
And it runs from 10 to 4.
Okay.
The chili cook-off portion is noon to 3:30 for sampling, and then 4 o'clock for the awards.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we're excited.
It's a big weekend. We were talking about it in the office. We have the Olympic kickoff on Friday, the opening ceremonies. You have your Ice Fest on Saturday, and then Super Bowl's on Sunday.
Yes.
So perfect chili weekend for all. So Jess, do you want to talk a little bit about events? I know we talked about, we're not partnering on too many events this year. We're partnering on things behind the scenes more so this year than we have. And our first event is not until October together.
Yes.
But do you want to talk about, from an Oxford standpoint, what we can look forward to?
Yeah, so we're starting to look at bands now for our summer concerts. So summer concerts will run June 18th through August 13th, every Thursday evening in the park. And then we also have our summer market, one a month this year. So there's one in June, July, and August.
So that's different.
Yes, that's different. Previously, we've had it for a full run of 6 to 8 weeks. So, just one a month this year.
Yeah.
And then we'll head into fall with our Scarecrow Fest and Witches Night. And then holidays will be Soup and Sweet and the Polar Express.
Yes.
So.
But one big thing we need to talk about for Oxford is we have America's 250 and we have Oxford's 150th anniversary, and our Village Police is 80th, I believe, as well. So we have a lot of celebrations planned this year that aren't necessarily primarily hosted by the DDA, but that we're partnering with different organizations to help support and celebrate our history and our longevity as a community. So I believe that we're having some events starting in May. We're having a flag retirement ceremony. There's a time capsule that's going to be opening in July, which I believe is right before one of our concerts. We're trying to do some sort of tasting
like
event.
Taste of Oxford.
And I think there was one more, I can't remember it off the top of my head, that we're partnering with in May, June timeframe.
And our summer concerts are going to kind of play off of that, and so we're hoping to have Oxford through the decades. So every week will be a different decade of music.
Yeah.
So
we have a lot of exciting things. And we had talked about right before we hopped on, the beautification piece of downtown is always something in the forefront of our minds. The snow makes it difficult this time of year to keep things beautiful. But spring is right around the corner, despite what the groundhog has to say, what lies he's telling us. But spring is coming, and you're having a spring cleanup. We're going to be having a spring cleanup. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we know it's going to be May 9th because what we try to do is schedule it so it's right before Art and Flower Fair downtown.
Perfect. Yes.
So it'll be the Saturday before that. So it's May 9th, and again, we invite the community. Bring your gear and wagons, and you'll hear them coming down the street.
Yeah.
It is just a fun time, and cookies and cream, again, like they did last year.
That was
doing
so
free
amazing.
hot dogs and ice cream for the participants at the end at noon.
That
so
is
it runs
great.
from 9 a.m. to noon, and
so
all
we'll be there to
ages.
volunteer.
Come on down.
Yeah.
All ages. So again, do what you can, and it was such a marked difference from the beginning to the end. And we collected, I think, about 65 yard bags
Oh my goodness.
worth of debris
Stuff.
So
Yes.
cleanup from the winter time.
Yeah.
So
Very
it was great. But yeah, I wanted to mention too, as far as our summer concert series, LO Live that we have that will be July and August as well. So
Yay.
you got to have those great summer
You
events
do.
that people come out, and
100%.
one of the fun things that we're doing in testament to the usual Thursday nights in downtown Lake Orion, we know it's cornhole night.
Right.
With I think they're up to 44 teams at this point.
That's amazing.
So one of the DDA sculptures that we have purchased is a cornhole set that will be carved in ice.
I love
and people can play this Saturday.
That's so cute. That's amazing. That is. And that is such a fun, so you guys have been doing that forever, for a very, very long time.
Yes.
We, from Oxford, shamelessly borrowed your idea. And we don't have it on the same night because I know we would never want to do that. But cornhole enthusiasts are passionate people, and they will take any opportunity to play the game that they love. And so we do see a lot of people that participate in both teams.
Yes.
And again, we're not personally hosting that, but we are partnering with a group that is hosting cornhole. I think we're doing line dancing. We have the car shows with Sick Pizza. What else? Wine Down Wednesdays with Victoria's Bistro. So we do have a lot of fun summer activities coming. We're trying to plan a spring fling in March with partnering with the business owners to do a restaurant week type activity and some shopping sales. So a lot of fun things coming. We're just waiting for the weather.
Right.
I know.
Yeah. All right. So what else do we have? We just have a couple more minutes left.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Well, we were pleased to have April Morton with WDIV.
Yes.
Did Dine in the D with
That's
Sick Town
right.
Hall yesterday.
Speaking of Sick.
Yes. So that episode's going to air this Friday.
Okay.
On Channel 4
Perfect.
at 11:15 in the morning.
I love that.
That's going to be great.
Yes. So we were talking before we went on air about Scott Taylor, who is the co-owner of Sick Pizza and Sick Town Hall, and how he started his venture in Oxford, and we're so happy for him. We love Lake Orion, but we are feeling a little sad that he is splitting his time now between Lake Orion and Oxford, but we're so happy to have him included and highlighted. It's such a great location. It's such a great establishment. I know again, we talked about this earlier. I am all about collaboration and support and teamwork. And so it's really, some might be like, well, you're from Oxford, you need to be supporting your Oxford businesses. And we do, believe me. We love Oxford, we love our businesses. We will cheerlead for them all day, every day. But we do love Lake Orion too, and we want to help support and cheerlead for them as well. And they do the same for us. So it's very reciprocal.
Yes.
All right, so what is our biggest goal for 2026, would you say? As we're wrapping out, we've talked about economics, we've talked about how things have been down a little bit, we've talked about volunteers, we've talked about some fun activities coming up in 26. What do we want to take with us? What do we want to share with our people about Oxford, Lake Orion, which I just did backwards, but that's okay. Live TV.
I was going to say something, but
that's all right. It's all right.
I think for us, we're recalibrating is probably the best way to do it,
Yeah.
right? So for Matt and I, we've gotten kind of like that 2-year mark under the belt, and it takes a while to kind of get your footing as to what works, what doesn't, and the players that you coordinate within your community, and the volunteers, business owners, community organizations. And so for us, that's been a really deep dive into our committee structure and kind of refocusing what they're working on in end of the year. We had gone through the strategic planning and had really just done a deep dive as far as our lakeshore economy. And for us, it is, again, working with each of our committees, which will prioritize our work and then work on building and adding volunteers to those committees, which then would have a multiple effect on the different things that we can get accomplished this year.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Jess?
I feel like we're very similar. Kimberly and I both, she started in a new role, I started new in the DDA at the beginning of 2025, and we took a lot of that year to really start to organize things from like lower levels, our office in general, and so we're trying to build off of that, take our volunteer program to the next level, and really just we laid a lot of groundwork last year, and I feel like we're trying to go to the next step.
Absolutely.
And I would be remiss to say that with our lumberyard project,
I wasn't sure if I should bring that up.
Mr. Gibb not being here, but certainly, as we get into the spring melt and more plans move forward with that we're excited to, again, hopefully in fall, that maybe we'll start having some events that take place on property.
Great.
So
That would be wonderful.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, so we're excited to see that come into action.
Wonderful. And just to finish up, both of us are Main Street communities. We just went through an accreditation over the last month, which is an opportunity for us to share all of the things that we're doing and to see where that matches to Main Street America's expectations of a community. And I'm happy to report that both communities were approved and given the thumbs up, the gold star for last year and all of the work that we've all done in our communities. So thank you both for being here. It was lovely to talk to you about what's happening in Lake Orion and Oxford. And now we're going to go to a sponsor highlight for Bitter Toms.
Hello, my name is Sharon Bosley, and my husband Tom Bosley and I, as well as our partner Jeff Schmitz, owns Bitter Tom's Distillery. We are a distillery. We distill our own vodka, bourbon, and gin. My husband and I were sitting in a restaurant a long time ago during the recession, and we're like, what's recession-proof? What would make it through the economy if something ever happened like this again? And we're like, drinking. Everybody drinks and tend to drink more when the economy takes a dive. So we opened our doors December 15th, right in the middle of chaos, pretty much Christmas time. So we had a great ribbon cutting with the building. The building here houses 24 apartment units, so all these people up here become our friends. The community came out, everybody came out and supported the opening of the building and the restaurant, so we're super thankful to be down here.
Hi, my name is Anthony Wessels. I'm the executive chef at Bitter Tom's Distillery in Lake Orion, and we're rolling out our new menu. One of our main focuses is on our charcuterie room, and we get everything imported from local, from vendors in Detroit, which then outsourced through, we get cheeses from Italy, all over the place. Spain, everything's from all over the place. I even have some local cheeses coming in from up north, Michigan. So we try to do everything. Everything is from scratch here. We do small batch cooking, so that means every day we're doing a little bit, so it's as fresh as possible for our customers who come in. So what I have right here is our lily salad, which is fresh iceberg or romaine lettuce, spring mix, arugula, roasted squash, house-made granola, blue cheese, and a reduced pomegranate vinaigrette. We have our Bitter Tom's burger. That's our best-selling burger. We stack them real high. It's we get a 3 blend, which is chuck, brisket, and ground sirloin. And we get those shipped to us 4 or 5 times a week. Next, we have our steak frites, which we just put on the menu. It is a 10-ounce skirt steak, which is really beefy in flavor. It has a char crust, a horseradish blue cheese butter, and truffle parmesan fries. Then over here we have a lump crab salad, lettuce wrap. It's light. It has a sriracha mayo on it, lotus root chips, and some fresh guacamole, heirloom tomato, and cucumber salad underneath. So this is our everything board. This is, you get 6 meats, 6 cheeses, and everything changes week to week. So that's why on our menu, there's certain stuff that we always have on hand, but then we like to try out new things. You know what I mean? See what people like, see what people don't like.
This one's our belladonna. This one's a favorite with the ladies. It's really light. It's similar to an Aperol spritz. So it has some Aperol, lemon, and it's topped with champagne. It's really light, super tasty. This little one in the front is our Paper Dragon. It's made with our Bitter Tom's bourbon. It has ginger, lemon juice, and green chartreuse in it. It's super tasty, really earthy. This one right here is a new one we added onto the menu. It's called Toki Toki Panic, and it has Suntory Japanese whiskey in it with Aperol and lemon juice. Super tasty. Come to Bitter Tom's and have a craft cocktail.
And then we're open 7 days a week. We open for lunch at 11:30 every day. We stay open till 11 o'clock at night during the weekday and 12 o'clock on the weekends. Our phone number is 248-690-9535. And you can reach us at hello@bittertomsdistillery.com. And online ordering. We do online ordering. We do curbside service. And we are here for you.
Okay.
All right, back here at the main set here
we
to
are.
close out our 2-hour lunch break look-in
Love it.
from 12 to 2. Nice job, Kim, over there. Looks like you've been doing it all your life.
Thank you. It's so fun. I love it. It's just great.
It's easy when you're talking to friends and
Yeah.
colleagues. It makes it a lot easier. And we want to remind you, tomorrow we'll be here again, 12 to 2, and we're going to have some of my colleagues in that run community media centers like ONTV and Oxford Independence.
Mhm.
John and Terry will be in. We're going to talk about different things and programming and what PEG is and what is this? What is a community media center and our future and all that stuff. So that should be fun. And then we're going to have a live look in on a podcast.
That is cool.
With Sammy Termina and OAA Now. And that's always a riot, always a good time. We're probably going to talk Super Bowl, high school NIL. I don't know if you've been following college NIL. So now high school kids can get paid and sponsored by businesses. How crazy is that? But anyway, let's take care of some business. What do we got? We got a hard out at 2 o'clock, so we got to get out of here.
All right.
So I think we're at 1:53, so we got a couple minutes.
Okay.
But let's recycle through all these informational items. If you are in a food emergency, resources are available right now to help. Call 248-628-3933. Reach out to Fish today and get that assistance you need right away. If you're not in a food emergency or you want to find more about Fish, visit their website at oxfordorientfish.org. There you can find how to volunteer if you want to take part and be a part of their volunteer crew. You can sign up and read more about their mission And you can also donate throughout the year. They do have a PayPal donate button, and you can donate to them directly. You don't have to donate to us directly today. You can do it right to Fish at oxfordorientfish.org once again. So, yeah, support Fish and all they do. They've been around forever. Again, vetted organizations. We're worried about scams and doing PayPals and doing charity GoFundMes. We know that different things pop up, and these are legit. We are real organizations. And don't forget, like I said, you can donate online, OrientOnTV.org. Click that donate button today to get the process going. It takes about 30 seconds to help a family in need here in Orion, Oxford, and Addison and Oakland Townships. And then you can also donate in person. Drop your non-perishable food items off here at the studio at 1349 Joslin Road at the former Orion Center, now the Lake Orion Schools Administrative Building.
Oh, okay.
That's the new name. It doesn't roll like the Orion Center.
Not quite, but we'll get there. I'm sure there'll be a nickname soon.
Right, our new neighbors, right? It's been a lot of fun to say hi to our friends and colleagues over there now. They are with us in this building. But yeah, we are the big blue building just south of Clarkson Road. Drop those donations off. And you can also donate at 2323 Joslin Road at Orion Township Hall. In both entrances, you can find our big blue tub. Drop those donations off. And the Orion Recreation Center, formerly Great Lakes Athletic Club. Got to change all these names I've been saying for decades.
All the acronyms. We have a visitor.
All right, Tracy's here.
We have a $1,000 check from God.
So we were surprised with a $1,000 check yesterday from M3 Investment Services.
Oh my gosh!
This one, major surprise that it's $1,000. So Golling, thank you so much. Golling Buick GMC in Lake Orion.
Amazing.
$1,000. Golling has been with us since the start, 16 years.
Yeah.
They used to donate oil changes.
No kidding.
Right, and we do raffles, and we draw. Those were the most popular items.
Oh, I bet.
Because an oil change, you always need it.
Oh, yeah.
And they always had like 4 or 5 oil changes they donated, and then the
cool.
staff collected food on our behalf. So $1,000. So that adds for our total today. I mean, we had a $2,000 during this 2-hour stretch, right? So
we're like at our
halfway point.
Yay!
So thank you, Tracy. Just over halfway. Can I see?
Fantastic.
I can barely see
I know,
that
I
on the
can't.
prompter because the monitor has
We're
moved,
getting old.
but we're getting 4,700 plus.
Wow.
Very good. Again, our sponsors, Golling.
Oh, wow.
And we do have a video, but I don't know if we're going to run it. Do we have time? I don't know if we have time to run it today, but we will showcase Golling and one of their showcase videos probably tomorrow or later in the week. Again, we're here till Friday, every 12 to 2. We're going to be live here in the studio with friends and guests, and our time is kind of winding down. Kim, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I love having you sitting here.
you.
It's good to see you. It's been a while, and
well, we see you when we pop in sometimes for the podcast.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, thank you for inviting me. This is one of the highlights of my year. I love being here. I love the cause. I love the community, the volunteerism. It's such a beautiful thing.
right, it all kind of comes together,
It
doesn't it?
does. It really does.
Yeah, it's a nice little snapshot for us for the week of all of our friends. We call them friends and family now, the different nonprofits, organizations, especially like yours, the DDA in Oxford, and the townships working together to promote the food pantry to try to help those in need. Yeah, there you go. Visit our website, downtown Oxford.info.
Yes, and we are a community, and I'm hired in my job to do a specific thing in Oxford, but I'm a human and I'm a person of the community, and I really want to make sure that I can help support where I can. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Anytime. She did a great job interviewing. I didn't have to do it. Thank you. But we have a good time, and it's for a good cause. I mean, it is serious, the food
for sure.
struggles that people are having these days, and we understand, and we're kind of anticipating some of the donations to be a little lower this year, but the sponsors and our business community is coming through so well this year, and we're really, really excited about where we're at. Just like Tracy said, we're past that halfway point on a Tuesday.
And it's like halfway through the second day.
Right.
That's amazing.
So we want to just say thank you for tuning in to this fun lunch break from 12 to 2. We'll be back tomorrow again 12 to 2 for, like we said, the live podcast and live roundtable discussions. And I don't know if we have a check presentation tomorrow. We may, but we have others throughout the week. So other
It'll be
big
a
checks
surprise.
coming. And we're going to see LOAM again, like we saw today, Thursday and Friday. So just stick around, tune in, and support. Head on over to OrientOnTV.org, that website you see on the big monitor behind me, or drop off your food donations at 1349 Joslyn Road, right here at the studio, the big white van. The door is open, and you can donate till about 8 p.m. We close at 9 p.m. So get that stuff in and help those in need restock those shelves. We're going to say goodbye for now. More programming continues all day and through the night, and you'll see our sponsors on the screen. Say thank you to them. Give them a call. Visit them. Say hello and go, hey, thank you for helping us out and helping the community and those in need here in the Orient area. And we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Take it easy, everybody.
Bye.